So you're someone who's done with those long elevator wait times and those random fire alarms in a condo building? If the answer is yes, then this video is for you. Today, I'm going to talk about condo townhouses, and also I'm going to show you which condo townhouses I would buy and in what neighborhood in the city of Toronto. So condo townhouses are a blend of a condo convenience and also gives you that touch of house-like living experience. And on top of that, they're slightly more affordable as opposed to freehold properties. So if you get any value out of this content, please hit the like button. Also, please do subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible, so I would really appreciate the support. Now let's talk about them. Before I show you the townhouses, I just want to run through pros and cons of a townhouse. So let's begin with the pros first. So the first pro is there's no elevator lineups or random fire alarms like a condo, which I just mentioned at the start of this video. Second is there's more outdoor space in a condo townhouse because they typically tend to come with some terrace or bigger patio. And in some instances, it also comes with a backyard, so which is nice. And then it also has less maintenance fees as compared to condos. Typically for condo townhouses in the city, we see about the maintenance fee hovers about $400 to $600. That's the average depending on the size of the townhouse. And condo townhouse typically tend to have a good community vibe because most of the neighbors know each other. It's very family friendly. They're typically in a family friendly neighborhood. So that's why you tend to have a good community vibe, I mean to say. And now I'm going to talk about the cons for a condo townhouse. First, it's had lots of stairs. Typically, especially if a condo townhouse is a stacked one, so then you're going to have a lot of stairs. So it's not suitable for elderly people or old people. So that's something I would consider before getting into a townhouse, condo townhouse. Then there's not many amenities as compared to condos for sure. Sometimes some condo townhouses do have some amenities like a basic gym, but as compared to condos, it's not comparable. And then they're located slightly far out than the city center, so it depends. If you're looking for something city a downtown core vibe, you won't get that because generally we don't have many condo townhouses which are located in the core of the city. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share the criteria for townhouses which I've selected for this video. So first criteria is the condo townhouse has to be under 1 million. Secondly, it has to be minimum 3 bedroom with the parking spot. And third criteria I've taken is it has to be in a good and safe neighborhood. So now let's talk about those. Alright, so the first neighborhood I would recommend for a condo townhouse within the city is going to be Junction area. It's located on the northwest part of the city. It's located right over here. This is the intersection I'm going to talk about. That's Bloor and Dundas. Pretty solid neighborhood in my opinion. It's pretty safe and vibrant at the same time. You've got great coffee shops. You've got great restaurants, good school districts for kids, and pretty family friendly neighborhood. And at the same time, it is vibrant too. And you've got access to lot of green parks. And High Park is not too far from here. It's going to be about like 15 to 20 minutes walk from this neighborhood. But the best part of this neighborhood is the transit connectivity. You can see there is a GO station, there's an Up Express connectivity, and as well as there's a Dundas West TTC station, which is on line 2. And if you want to head to Union Station from this neighborhood, it only takes about 11 minutes of commute if you take UP Express or Up Express from a Bloor station to Union Station. And don't quote me on this, but I think the fare is also not too bad. It's about like $5 to use the UP Express from this neighborhood to get to Union Station, and it's just 11 minutes, which is pretty solid in my opinion. It's like a mini Union Station setup going on over here. You've got as I said, you've got an Up Express, you've got a Blorco, and as well as you've got a TTC accessibility as well. So I think it's one of the second best transit connectivity in the city after Union Station. So now I'm going to show you a good townhouse which you can find in this neighborhood. That is, we're going to talk about is 351 Wallace Avenue. This was sold for just under $1 million. That is $996,000, and was sold in September of this year. And if I show you the pictures, this is how the townhouse looks like. That's the living area. Pretty solid, I would say, layout, efficient layout. That's the kitchen, and it's got 3 bedroom, which is nice, and a smaller denish, I would say. And that's what you can find in this neighborhood for that price point. Comes with the parking spot. Maintenance fees we're looking at is $572, and the size of this townhouse is going to be about like 1,200 to 1,400 square feet. Pretty solid in my opinion, but of course it's expensive because at the end of the day, you're getting more space as it's a condo townhouse. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you another good townhouse in a good location. So now let's move on to the next neighborhood and next condo townhouse, which I'm going to show you is going to be located on the west part of the city. It is located located right over here. You can see it's located in South Etobicoke, still within the Toronto proper area. It's located. This area is called New Toronto. It's located between a Long Branch area that is right over here, and in between Mimico area. Overall, decent neighborhood, but is it as nice as Junction area? I don't think so. It's not as nice as Junction, but the price point in this neighborhood is slightly low, and as well as you've got newer condo townhouses. Okay. So the condo townhouse I'm going to show you is going to be 260 12th Street, unit number 5. This is listed for $845,000, and the square footage is again 1,200 to 1,400 square feet. Maintenance fees reasonable 368, and comes with a parking spot. If I show you the townhouse, that's the one. That's the layout. It's decent kitchen as well, and it's a 3 bed and as well as 3 bathroom, which is nice, good size. And they've got a pretty good size patio upstairs. Let me just show that to you real quick. So that's the one. Yeah, this you got a pretty decent terrace up there, which is nice. And these are the townhouses that I'm talking about. These are good townhouses. A few clients moved in these ones this year. They have good things to say overall. And the price point is listed at 845, has been on market for some time. So of course you should be able to negotiate on the price. And if I run the numbers real quick, so it's listed for 845. Hypothetically, let's say we get it at this price point, but of course you can negotiate on the price. If you're someone who's putting 20% down, amortization period basically means the length of the mortgage. That's 25 years. You can also do 30 years, but my recommendation, and I think 25 is better, because sooner we get rid of the mortgage, the better it is. The interest rate in today's time you can get for 4%. So the total cost we're looking at is 4249. That is going to be inclusive of principal, interest, maintenance fees, and property taxes. That's what we're looking at. And now one thing I want to highlight in terms of transit accessibility from here, it's not the best. You do need a car in this neighborhood. There's a Mimico GO station, which is not too close, but you have one accessibility. You have a GO station. Other than that, you don't have much of a transit accessibility as of now in this neighborhood. All right, so the next good condo townhouse we're going to talk about is at 10 Buller Avenue, Townhouse 11. It's located in Beaches area. You can see on the map, and it's a pretty solid neighborhood. One of the best neighborhoods in the city, in my opinion. It's a very family-friendly neighborhood, safe, vibrant, and you've got access to a streetcar from this neighborhood. You don't have a subway here accessibility, but you do have a streetcar accessibility. A very tight knit community, and in general we do tend to see not much of a supply in this neighborhood, so that's why the properties tend to hold value in this specific neighborhood. And very tight community, you don't see when if any buyer or any new resident moves into this neighborhood, they tend to stay on long-term basis, so we don't see high turnover of people moving in or moving out from this neighborhood. Now I'm going to go back to the listing, and I'm going to show you a couple of pictures. So this is listed for $899,000. It's a 3 bed 2 bath. Square footage is about 1,400 to 1,600 square feet, and maintenance fees slightly on the higher end is $990. And if I show you a few pictures, that's how the condo townhouse looks like from outside, and that's a decent townhouse. In my opinion, it's pretty decent, and not the biggest though, but it has some character to it. And that's one of the bedrooms in here. And yeah, that's about it. So overall, it's a good neighborhood and a good townhouse, and I would definitely vouch for this. So that's pretty much for today. If you have any questions about real estate, you can book a call with me by clicking on the first link mentioned in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.